Yeah, it sure is. Famous Dex. It's cold as it is cold. It's more than cold. It's beyond cold. This is Arctic. You know, up in the Minnesota, we bearing some extra cold temperatures right about now. Probably it dropped down to probably somewhere 50 below when it reaches the AM hours. But right about now, it's 36 below. It's no joke. Matter of fact, I want to say about two people so far done died in my city from being outside in this cold tundra. So ain't nothing to play with. I'd rather deal with some extreme heat than these temperatures that we're experiencing. We get a conversation going, we always do. I'm too cool to. Up in Minnesota is one of the worst parts of the year for the temperature to be so Arctic cold. I've just been laying low, hunkered down, not even trying to make too many movements because matter of fact, it's so cold you can't just be like, okay, I'm gonna stay in the house. Let me just max. You got to go out and start your car 'cause this Arctic cold will kill your back key and it'll be nothing. Old school, no famo. Just me. I just wanted to see. I ain't been on in a while. Every now and then I experience, technical difficulties when I'm out and about, doing it off a cellular connection. Right now I'm doing it off of Wi-Fi, so it shouldn't be no type of glitches or anything like that I usually experience. What's up, Joe Frank? What's going on with you? Glad you done tapped in. It's always good to hear from you. Joe Frank, you done made yourself known. The other two, I don't know. I guess I know it's people that can listen that they may not have a YouTube account. They just chime in and just listen, but they can't make comments because that's how they got it set up like that. I remember about 10 years back. You might as well sell next month. I'll be on YouTube 10 years strong. You can make comments even if you didn't have a YouTube account or anything like that. Okay. Yeah, it's really it's more than chilly. It's Arctic. This is that if you stay outside too long, you might lose extremity. You might lose a finger or some toes or something like that because it's really that serious with this Arctic air that the Midwest, the Upper Midwest is experiencing. What up, Shy? What's going on with you? Glad you done jumped up in here too. Got family on the line. That's good. And shoot, child, I know you could tell them north than I got to be cold where you at and located at. It's really got to be Arctic around your way. You know, and most definitely trying to stay warm. I ain't left the TP few days. I ain't even moves like I like all that can wait. This crazy weather got it's 60 probably up at that 60 below wind chill. Nothing nice. Yeah, so I mean, basically just scrolling social medias and probably checking in on certain flicks on Fire Stick and things like that. Ain't been nothing too heavy that I've been having going down with this Arctic air. I'm telling you don't be want to make no moves. I don't care what type of car you're driving. You still don't want to go out and get into this because you got to get in and get out. And as soon as you open the door, that hawk is hitting you. it ain't nothing nice. I mean, the people that is around my way that's in the Midwest, they understand what I'm talking about. But for y'all that's in the South or on the West Coast, some parts, you ain't really kind of really getting what we talking about and going through. Yeah, most definitely. If it starts, it'd be some people. I don't know how some people like, man, I ain't going outside to start my car. Then when they finally got around to starting their car, after it was like some 50, 55 below temperatures, in so many hours since they ran it, their battery was straight dead, couldn't do anything. Mess around and unscrew and take your battery. Dealing that ain't nothing to play with. Oh, Lisa Smith, you done chimed in. Okay, what's up? So we got 5 people in here strong. That's good. What can the topic be on this cold night that we're bearing in Minnesota, even though y'all's all across the country and things. Hopefully we can get a juicy topic going or something. Yes, it is cold. It's beyond cold. It's Arctic up here. You know, I be hearing a lot of people like, "Oh, that's why I'm glad I'm where I'm at." But see, then when it starts, and it's summertime, it's hot where you can't even go outside, and in this weather, you're guaranteed not to see anybody, roaming around. Or I say around when the temperatures like this, the crime is real low because nobody's trying to get frostbit, trying to get that retribution out of whatever they got going, where they doing certain things in the streets. Yeah, yeah. I guess a lot, I can't just say Minnesota. I know there's other parts of the country that's experiencing temperatures that they're not usually used to experiencing. But shoot, like I said, what we're experiencing, this don't happen too often. Like I said, it usually comes in January. This is the worst month. We're about to leave out of January back into February, back into where it starts going the other way. Yeah, 25. Yeah, 25. I could feel 55 and 60 below. That's far from comprehension for some people. Like, oh, 2025 is cold. No, 60 and 55 below. Then it's not. It's incredible. Matter of fact, I've been seeing videos where they're taking boiling hot water, throwing it up in the air, and all you see is clouds afterwards. There ain't no water coming down because it's that cold. Once it goes up, it's all vaporizing from this Arctic cold we experience. So I guess the topic, I mean, most is gonna be weather. The weather, like I said, I can't wait till it starts going the other way. And driving, some choicey toys, but all my vehicles that's of nice names right now. Right now, I'm riding the Lexus Trapper. About this to pay to this is made specifically for getting through this, dealing through this winter. And now, Shad, you said you trying to stay warm. You have you done uh taking alcoholic beverages? I know you like to you know have something kind of nice every now and again. Especially at this late night hour. You know. And on this kind of day, hey, it would definitely fit something nice to warm your bones up. a little bit of irking jerking them. Yeah, yeah. I might I might have to pop a bottle or something. I don't think it'll be no dark liquor. I'm still a clear liquor type of person. I'm a Jack Sparrow type. I like drinking my rum. You know, when I drink is rum haven. That tastes like real candy flavored coconuts for real. So I might crack some of that open and I might crack a can of cola open and some Jack, and call it one for this cold night. Like I said, there's nothing going on. Like I said, I look out the window right now. I ain't seeing no cars moving or anything. Usually around this hour, still people, moving around, doing what they do. And everybody's hunkered down because it's so crazy temperature around here. Like I said, you seen that thumbnail saying 36 below. It probably done dropped a little bit lower than that. It's probably reaching down into the 40s. Not going 40 plus. We talking about going 40s negative. But yeah, I was just speaking of it. I was listening to old footage of you, Shad, and Lisa Smith. Y'all gonna have to come on again for something. I just got to figure out what. What will the topic be if y'all come back on? Oh, you said you had to work yesterday and today, even though it was slow. Yeah, you gotta get those clams, your funyuns, your mozzarella, your fettuccine, you know, all your, you know, on your route of being a golden retriever. You know, you gotta get all of that. Larry, you done changed your name. 454. You done changed it. I see. You trying to trick people. You done switched up on us. You done switched it from the long boxing joint to the low 454. Okay, I feel you 454. You still Larry to me though. I'm glad you done chime in too. You know, I got damn near all the moderators that are unappointed moderators in there. I should point. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna go ahead. Hey, Joe Frank, I'm gonna make you a moderator too, cause you've been rocking with me for a minute. I'm gonna add you to the list. Everybody that's been appointed moderators, they automatically show love. So I'm gonna keep y'all in here. Y'all make sure when any of them trolls come through, if they do creep through, you know how to handle them and get rid of them. Even though I'll entertain a conversation if it's somewhat cordial, but if it's too off the Richter, then y'all know what to do. You're banished from Tukuta Khan. No longer able to chat in the chat room. Colder than a witch's tit. Yeah, it's beyond that. Shoot, it's man. It's like when you go outside, it's like you instantly start frowning, like like when it's some extreme opposite. It's like extreme cold. Your face get the eye extra dry, and your skin get the cracking. It ain't no joke. Can't stand these Arctic temperatures. But like I said, at the max, with it being like this, is usually around maybe a week that we experience something like this, and around this same part of the year, I'm about to go out the last week of this month. Like I said, come February, it's the turnaround. Hopefully by the time when it makes it towards my birthday, because my birthday comes next month. Towards the end of February is my birthday. Hopefully the temperatures is a lot better than great. try to I try to uh, offer, affirmations. If you check, every time you see a feed, it'll come up back with something like a something positive to put on your mind. I was thinking about making a book, and if I make a book of affirmations, how many of y'all would actually want to buy a book from me about, positive affirmations, something that, maybe you're feeling low and you need the words, that you can't formulate, but you read them, you're like, man, this sits well with me. Who would actually buy a book from me about something that can, lift your spirits when they may be low? And if I do make a book, it's not gonna be that expensive. It's gonna be low enough where you can attain it, where you can put it in your hand, put it in. Hey, well, I got something for you. I done read it myself. It don't cost that much, and it's gonna leave you in a proper space. I've been thinking about writing this book. It wouldn't take too long because I got a lot of things written down in my journal that I could put something together. But how many of you would actually want to purchase something like that from me? I just like a show of hands. I might have to do a poll on that. Okay, that's what's up, Shy. Family always will support family. So you know I appreciate that from you. Yeah, everybody is tripping about the weather. Like I heard someone say they said that when it was most definitely think about all those satellites they send up all the time. I can't even say NASA sends. Not in the business. We have Tesla, SpaceX. They send all these satellites up, and they're not probably just for communication purposes. They're for other purposes in public, and that would make me think there's something to do with the temperatures, and amongst other things, not just the temperatures, other things, you know, spying capabilities and all of the home being probably temperature. So I strongly believe that. Oh, you'll buy it too, Lisa Smith? That's cool. Monday is supposed to be 50. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, because they said the temperatures are going to turn around. So I think next week around here it's going to be like 46 degrees. So from 60 to 55, 36 below to 46 and in 40s upper temperature. That's a straight up yo-yo effect. And just think of how many people's gonna get sick off of that. Just think of how many people's getting pushed into taking that what is that flu shot and things like that. And that I don't suggest nobody getting that flu shot. If you look into the ingredients of flu shots, they contain the same chemicals that go into dead bodies. Body. Why do you want the properties within you? I don't think that. Now maybe when it's time for, and that's what the flu shot contains. Yeah, weekend in the 40s. Yeah, yeah, most definitely they controlling the climate. They like I said, when you see certain things on TV, news media outlets, you're seeing what they want to show you, not nothing that can be actually beneficial for you, but actually beneficial for these because think about it, every time you watch something on TV, it seems like it's more commercials more than whatever they're trying to, whatever program it is. Now it's a commercial break, now a commercial break, because essentially it's all these companies, bombarding you with all this. Oh, you need to buy more, buy more, buy more, and then if you're watching whatever type of medication, or maybe you need to ask your doctor about this. It's all about profit for these corporations, and the little people that's really talking about something, they want to, let's push them down. That's gonna mess with our profit margins. We don't want none of that. We want to keep people sick. We don't want to give people no cures. We want to keep them having to have treatments instead of never having to need us again. They want to stay deep in your pockets. Now, I didn't hear about the space hotel they making. I'm quite sure they got all kind of things that the public hasn't been you know versed on. And if you're lucky enough to have somebody work with certain agencies, be able to know about some of, they ain't gonna just, your people ain't gonna know all that's going. If you're lucky enough, you might have some people that can tell you and put you up on some things that steer you certain things they want you to do. You said 9 million for 10 days. Well, I heard I I had to get more information, but America gives in the millions a day to certain different countries daily, but we don't hear about that on any news programs or outlets either. So everything is suspect. Oh, you did watch. I'm glad you checked that out. That Richard Pryor movie, Blue Collar. Yeah, like I said, check out the next one. You should check out is Hit. I still want to do a review on Hit, but I want people to go see it or look it up. Hit. It's HIT with an explanation point, and it got Billy D. Williams and Richard Pryor in it. Nobody. They don't. Like I said, you always hear about the Mac. You always hear about Superfly. Go check out Hit. That still rings true to this day because as far as it comes to the streets and what's going on in it, it's still going on today. So way back in what I think I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, that was either shot back in '75 or '76. If you watch that and you see how they pull that off, they don't want, you know, certain segments of the public to see how they, carry out things in that particular movie because it's like, wait a minute. They what is it? One of those last bookstores that was around. I was in the DVD section. I'm like, wait a minute, that's Billy D. Williams just scanning through DVDs. I'm like, I've seen this when I was a kid. So when I looked at it, I'm like, no, I'm gonna buy it. It was kind of expensive, but sometimes you got to pay for information that is gonna put you up on game. So I bought it. I ended up watching them. Like, man, this is movies deep. They ain't never talked about this on those shows or nothing. Usually I'm like, oh yes, and you did this movie and blase blase blase. But this particular movie they don't never talk about. Yeah, that blue collar is hard to find too. Matter of fact, when you look it up, sometimes it's like people reprint it. It's like it's not made from the manufacturer or the company that actually put the movie out. And another movie, I mean, I know they show it on if you got that in your area, Bounce. But another movie that they don't have on DVD, and if you find it on DVD, it's like I'm not lying, it's $200. Panther, Panther from '95. That movie, if you try to get that on DVD, the hard copy where you could own it, that movie's $200 straight up. Like I say, that dude where's my car? You can get that for $5, $3 everywhere. Try to get Panther. Look it up on Amazon or look it up on eBay. It's straight up $200 or 199.99, penny away from $200. Why? Matter of fact, I remember when that movie was out. It was a sound thing. They was blowing it up real big back then. You don't hear nothing about any of that movie no more. Nothing. People's put that movie out. Like I said, you always, and I mean, like I said, it's things to find in it in these other movies that they play all the time because a lot of it, if you're not keeping the thing glasses like Scarface and the Max and like I said, I want to do the caught messages that they're conveying that the general public is not keyed up on. That's what I want to convey. I want to convey that part of it. Everybody know about, well, this player was doing this, he was doing that, he was at this stage of the game. Well, we understand that. I want to understand what hidden messages are they conveying by, the stuff that may be going over your head, but once it's pointed out to you, you go, okay, nah, I see a little bit better, because think about, I'll just say this part of the match shows, basically, at the beginning, you know, Richard Pryor and Max Julian, they was in getting, they was getting it in. But essentially, Goldie was fucked up. That's why he was getting it in because he wanted to come up. And essentially, he goes to prison. He's fucked up. But think of the ending of the movie. You think about, okay, or not the beginning. You always think about the movie in the middle. You don't think about it at the beginning, and you sure don't want to think about it at the end. Why? Because he's going off on a bus fucked up again. So start off fucked up, you end up fucked up. All the middle part is good. So think about it, that's almost like life here on Earth. Being a black man, it's like okay, some laughs and cries in the middle and stuff like that, and be able to come up. But at the how hard it was to get you to come into this world, and then and the end is bad. Maybe the person ain't got their stuff in order where family got to scrounge, and it all ends fucked up in certain cases. But that's how I look at that movie. It's like, man, starts in the beginning fucked up, and at the end he's fucked up. But in the middle, yeah, it's some parts where it was up, but still it was things down for the most part. And at the end, it got to him. Yeah, I like watching what is it? I think it's called The Box. That's on Fire Stick or The Box or something like that. And they got a lot of good movies on there. But I noticed a lot with those streaming sites. When you type in certain movies, you can't get them. It's like they got every other old movie on some of those streaming services, but on you type in certain movies like this, another one people don't know about. I was trying to get this hard copy of this movie because I had it on VHS, and VHS, not too many people had them more no more, and I don't really have one no more. So I got rid of the movie because I'm like, oh, I could just get this on DVD. It was Superfly TNT. Not a lot of people know about Superfly TNT. It came right after the first Superfly. It came out in, let me see, the first one came in, I want to say it was 70, 71, 71. Superfly TNT, it came out in 73, I want to say. Even though I remember when I first watched it wasn't good, I like to rewatch it with different eyes to be able to peep out certain things. But it's a Superfly TNT is when Ron O'Neal went over to Rome and he's riding around a Lamborghini. And essentially, he's uh done turned into like a gambler. He's gambling, big, but it's like he's living life bored. He's bored. It's like, yeah, he got the money and everything. He got a nice car, and he still got his woman and everything. And then I guess his brother proceeded. So essentially, it's like he becomes almost like a freedom fighter and tries to, free or help the brothers in Africa. But you can't find the pressing on DVD, and it's not streaming anywhere. You know, so the only thing you probably do. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, what's up? What's up? This is Sir Breed, isn't it? It's Sir Breed. Am I correct? Is this Sir Breed? Let's answer that for. Let's answer that real quick. Okay. Now, Sir Breed. I don't have people on here that voice their opinions on however they voice them. You know. And if they're still in here, hopefully they can speak up. Shad, you still here? Everybody that made certain videos and you don't appear in them saying what you say. You know, I like that to be. I'll say this: I don't have nobody, but when how can I say it? When someone leads from what should I say, almost like a hearsay, or you don't hear from the horse's mouth themselves, that's when things can get convoluted. I don't like no convolution. You know, I like to put this on the table. This is the reason why this was said, and this is the reason why this was said. Let me read this comment first. Okay. Oh, okay. Larry, you said saw. I thought it wasn't like the old one, so didn't watch it. Yeah, that Superfly TNT is nothing like the first Superfly at all. It's nothing like it. It's not like when he's in New York, he's in Rome with foreigners. It's real different. I went into it expecting, how would be in the first one. It was totally different. And a lot of people don't know Ron O'Neal actually directed the two. So a lot of people was like, man, Ron O'Neal, you did a bad job on that. But he felt he was being creative and doing something different. But I like to look at it from the eyes of yes, even though I was going into it expecting a certain thing, I want to look at it again with different eyes. Like, okay, I missed this part, even though it's not all salacious. Like, when he was up in New York and when the crackheads was trying to knock him in the head and take his dope and all that kind of stuff. It's no kind of action where it's things where the brother from America can understand where it correlate. Like, okay, yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that things going on in Superfly TNT where it'll stand out and okay, a brother can actually go through this. Well, Shad, are you still there? Is okay? I see it's different people in here, and I don't know. You see, I think YouTube should have a thing when like, okay, if someone goes out, it should be like an icon where like, okay, they're not in so then it don't seem like, and then not hearing, the other people, responding or not. So so far as I know, Larry, you still there? Sir Breed, you're there. I don't know if that Lisa Smith is there. I don't know who's in here because the numbers, they fluctuate, they change from time to time. So I don't know who's all in here. They doing? I mean, they did. I thought it was an issue where, okay, what do I think about the government shutdown? Well, I feel that was all planned. That's pre-planned. They know what they're gonna do, and I heard that cost like I want to say they said that cost more than the amount that it would have took for them to try to get whatever money together for building that wall. So for them to do that, to me that was a test run. Okay, like let's see how you know many people fall off from not being able to pay their rents or be able to come to work or even buy food. That's a test run. What's up, Edward? What's going on with you? Oh, you at work? Oh, catch the replay? Oh, hey, go ahead, catch the replay. Always weather, people been, jumping in and out. You know, I know you can't dedicate all your time to, listening to this particular live. That's gonna catch the replay. Hey, that's good too. Shad, you still in here? I mean, I mean, I understand people, that get calls and things like that. But if you're gonna jump out, just like, hey, so then I don't seem like I'm talking to, myself, talking to somebody and they ain't even there. Okay, did you see when Trump gave all the football players fast food in McDonald's in the White House? He served them, something like that. But think about that. That's product placement. McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King. Them was all corporations that probably donated to his campaign. So that was like, hey, thing that you do with, these sports players or whatever team, you gotta throw us in the equation some kind of way. So, that that looks good for us. The fast food industry who's starting to eat clean. So they figure, hey, this is a way for maybe those that done forgot about us will still want to mess with us with that fast food and things like that. Because you figure there's a lot of Burger King. I don't notice there's a lot of Burger Kings closing down. I don't eat fast food like that, but I notice once you drive somewhere, you see a lot of Burger Kings closing down and. A lot of people ain't messing with certain fast foods like that. I mean, the one I see a lot is Chick Fil A. A lot of people mess with that Chick Fil A or what's some they mess with that Canes and things like that. But like, as far as the fast food days are old, a lot of them Burger Kings is biting the dust. You said Obama visit had class, but like I said, he they had to have him. He had to be a certain type of person. Like you never seen Obama get mad, because like that's the stereotype with someone that has melon. Like, oh, we could say something and trigger you, and you get all hype and mad. And hey, I have melon. You don't heard me get upset and say certain things on occasion, so I'm not immune to it. But for someone that's serving in that particular office, it's like he can't be like that. He got to be totally opposite of that. So it's like it proves, the people that really don't like him wrong. That's how I look at that. Yeah, but yeah, Lisa Smith. That's how I figured it's product placement. It ain't why is he serving this? Is you gotta your campaign donors, it was the fast food industry that helped get you in here. So some kind of way, just like they do in movies, you gotta place us within the equation. You got the media machine. They're making a big thing out of this, and people who's like, well, I eat McDonald's every day. I eat Wendy's every day. And they're just hating on us being able to eat whatever we want. I mean, it's gonna be people like that. I figure eat healthy. Whatever you can. A lot of fruits and vegetables, stay away from. But I champion all that. I don't champion eating a lot of meats, a lot of processed foods and things like that. But to each their own. I'm not gonna knock nobody. They may not be at a stage to, uh, put, smoothies and things like that into they dietary system like that. You gotta kind of, wean yourself off, just like people that's used to smoking cigarettes all the time. Just okay, I'm dropping a pack. It got to take them a while to, wean themselves from, something that they become accustomed to. Not to mention he was a half. Here you go, Leo Smith. You don't be playing. Well, like I said, I'm not gonna lie. The first time when Obama was in office, I voted for him, but the second time I didn't. I didn't vote for anybody. It's like I started really seeing like, man, your votes really don't count either way. If you got a Republican, it really don't count. If you got a Democrat in there, it really don't count. What counts is how hard you go for your family and getting yours. To me, that's what counts. I ain't gonna and get all upset about, oh, and my person didn't win or this is why. They all they all are part of what government. That's the same team. I ain't playing into these different paradigms and all this. You can draft the question all different kind of ways, but at the end of the day, they're all for self. Like I said, I was watching on uh, 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 Zachary Hubbard's channel. He was calling senators trying to get any of them to talk to him. Every single one that he was calling to try to talk to him, they had some, well, he's not in office. Oh, well, he's in office, but he's unable to talk. I'm like, if these are people that you're supposed to be able to contact, that they're essentially working for you, why can't you speak to them? That means they don't work for you. They work for these banks. They work for the people that actually print the money. They don't work for the people like they proclaim to. Because if they did, they would be on the horn with you. Or if you actually are in Washington D.C. where they're conducting business, you will be able to get a conversation without having any kind of issues of saying you're trying to bother them or whatever. Even though you're just trying to, why did you vote this way? What made you vote this way or whatever. Yeah, they're all connected. Yeah, everybody works for the same people. Now, like I was saying, I see Shad you in here, and I see Lisa Smith in here. Sir Breed, are you still in here? Are you still in here, Sir Breed? I'd just like to know that. Are you still in here? Because I'd rather have another conversation going if that's possible. I'll just say it's an honest conversation. It don't have to be in about, what's the word I'm looking for? Saying nothing ugly or offhanded. It's just, I like to get a better perspective, you know. Cause yeah, we all black. We know we can, flip off at the mouth and say certain things, but where's that leading? I like to get like what's the root of the issue. Like a lot of people like, Rick, you need to get the root to the issue of certain other things. I mean, you can only go so far till, someone just don't want to admit to whatever they don't want to admit to, you know. At least I can say I tried to see, you know, why is this like this? Why is this like that? That's what research is essentially about. Why? Why is this? Why is this? What led to this? Why? Why? Versus I don't even care to ask the reason why. I'm just gonna, you know, say this or say that, and ad lib the whole way. No, let's get down to the root cause. You know, I don't know. Maybe he done checked out, but yeah, red meat and soda. Yeah, that's another one that taxes your system. Definitely taxes your system. Yeah, I guess he done checked out, so that's cool. Let me see. Let me see if I missed anything. Yeah, but far as voting, yeah, I didn't vote for 45. It's to me it's all a puppet show, anyways. I'm definitely glad Hillary didn't get in there because, like I said, when I seen when Gaddafi got killed, and when I seen Hillary say, "We came, we saw, and he died," and she laughed and she was like glorifying someone's death. I'm like, no, this lady ain't for. She's glorifying death. Who does that? If anything, if you're of a certain position, you would be like, well, Yes, it's unfortunate, whatever happened. You would use better words than yeah. That just lets you know where your heart really is at. And then calling brothers and sisters super predators. Come on, man. We gotta get past all this. Trying to oh, these people are like this or these people are like that. Come on, man. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. And no matter what color or creed you are, you could be an asshole in any of the color spectrums. Lisa Smith, you said back to same stock. What's what's that mean? Oh yeah, and his black side wasn't. Yeah, he's from Kenya. Yeah, so that's a whole nother different kind of situation. A lot of people are like, yeah, we're melon, but we're from different regions, and you don't understand, how American, brothers and sisters came up versus maybe someone down in the Dominican Republic or in Haiti or in South Africa or over in Ethiopia or Somalia. It's all different kind of stories, and before some of those people, not probably so much people down in Jamaica or something like that, but you know certain people, from say Somalia, because we got a lot of Somalians here. They tell them different things, you know, about when they come to interact with brothers and sisters that's been here in the U.S. It's like, oh, you can't really trust them. You gotta kind of stick to yourself. I don't heard this from their mouth saying how those missionaries how they talk to them before they even come over here. So it's already been, people, yeah, that didn't go through slavery. They came here on an airplane. They came here on an aeroplane instead of on what other means they said we done got here. Even though they said if it was all these slave ships, where are they? I mean, you got all these other things and these other institutions that were around before any of the slavery was going on, but you don't got any of that around or anything like that. Come on, they don't want to count that it was blacks here already. They don't want to. They don't want to that story to be told. They don't want to say that. Oh, it was no such thing of black Indians. It's no such thing. What do you call Seminoles? But people don't want to get into any of that. They just be like, oh well, see, in slavery, they want to keep beating you over the head with that slavery stuff. Like, well, when you slavery. You go to work every day. You gotta pay your taxes. You gotta pay your rent. You gotta pay your mortgages and things like that. And if you don't do, no longer welcome because you ain't paid your, you know, your federal bank notes. That's not backed by anything. Let me see real quick. Can y'all still hear me? Hopefully you can. Had to turn my headphones off because they were going dead on me. Hopefully you can still hear me. If you can hear me, say something. So I had to turn these headphones that have my mic on it off. Hopefully you can hear me with the connection that's on this joint. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I'm glad you're coming in clear. Yeah, so I guess, we covered a few different topics. The weather started it off. We done went a few different places. But I guess, I'll let y'all have back at your night. You continue scrolling different things on YouTube. I know I ain't the only channel that's popping. You might have to catch up on some of your people that done posted something way earlier today. And
I ain't been on in a minute, and I figured, hey, why don't I come on and do a live, even though I ain't with Famo or Old School or whoever else I usually come on with. You know, like I said, usually Friday, Saturday, I always post a new Lions Den, so be looking for one of them come Saturday or Friday, Saturday, or even Sunday. One of them days is gonna be a new joint coming up, so be looking for it. I'm glad. Oh, damn near all my moderators that came in and chimed in, they chimed in, right at the right moments and times. I'm glad y'all came in, and everybody else that done came in and added their comment to the equation. I appreciate your comment too, because it wasn't negative. I'm up.